Geometric distribution. So, ito na po yung pangatlong probability density function natin. Okay, so, ang geometric distribution ay na-build upon what we have learned doon sa ating binomial distribution. Pero in this case, sa geometric distribution, the experiment continues until ma-reach mo yung success or a failure occurs rather than for a set number of trials. And meron tayong three main characteristics of a geometric experiment. Number one, there are more Bernoulli trials with a failure except the last one, which is a success. So, in other words, ulit-ulitin mo lang yung experiment, gawin mo lang paulit-ulit yung ginagawa mo hanggang sa ma-reach mo yung success na gusto mong mapalabas. Then, pag na-reach mo na yung unang success mo doon sa trials mo, mag-i-stop ka na. Huwag mo nang ipagpatuloy yung experiment. For example, you throw a dart at a bullseye until you hit the bullseye. The first time you hit the bullseye is a success, so you stop throwing the dart. Stop ka na doon kasi na-reach mo na yung a target mo na success. It might take 6 tries until you hit the bullseye. You can think of the trials as failure, kahit ilang failure pa yan, failure, 1, 2, 3, hanggang sa makuha mo yung success mo, then after that, makuha mo yung success, stop ka na, wag ka nang magpatuloy. The second characteristics of a geometric is, in theory, the number of trials could go on forever. Kung hindi mo makukuha yung success na pinapalabas mo, kung puro failure yan, okay lang yan. In theory, the number of trials could go on forever. Mean to say, pwedeng maging infinity yan. Kung hindi, hanggat hindi mo nare-reach yung success. Third is the probability or yung P natin, success, number of success, and the probability of Q, the probability of failure naman, is the same for each trial. P plus Q is equal to 1, kagaya ng binomial distribution natin, na kagaya din ng sinabi ko doon, na kapag wala yung Q natin, it is simply, kukunin mo lang yung Q, subtract mo lang yung 1 doon sa probability of success mo. Okay? So, the formula for geometric is this: P of X is equal to P, or number of success natin, multiplied with the quantity of 1 minus P raised to X minus 1. Okay? So, ito po yung success natin na success tong P natin. Okay. And of course, yung X natin dyan ay kung ang X natin dyan ay yung number of independent trials natin. Okay? So, dito tayo sa example. A baseball player has a batting average of 0.320. This is the general probability that he gets a hit each time he is at bat. What is the probability that he gets his first hit in the third trip? Okay, so ano daw yung probability na makaka-hit siya for the first time doon sa pangatlong trip niya nung bat. Okay, so as we use this formula, ang kinukuha lang naman natin actually ay yung ating P at saka yung ating X. Okay, so sa problem natin, ang P natin dito, or probability of success natin, is this one. Okay, a baseball player has a batting average of 0.32 or 0.320 as it is. Kahit hindi mo naman sulat yung 0, okay lang. And then yung X natin ay kung ano ba yung sinasabi niyang makakahit siya, 'di ba? Pang third trip niya. So 3 yung x natin dito. So if we're going to use the formula, it will be x is equal to 3 kasi first hit in the third trip. So 3 yung x natin is equal to yung p natin is 0.32 multiply to 1 minus 0.32 raised to ano yung x natin? 3 minus 1. Pwede rin nyo ulit i-diretso yan sa calculator. Basta wag nyo kalimutan lang lagyan ng parenthesis yung mga given natin dyan. Okay? Para hindi kayo iba-iba ng mga sagot na naman. So, the answer is x is equal to 3. The probability of x is equal to 3, or the probability that he gets his first hit in the third trip to bat is 0.1480. Okay? So, in this case, yung sequence ng kanyang experiment ay meron siyang failure, dalawang failure, and isang success. So, how many trips to bat do you expect to hit to need before getting a hit? Okay, actually kasi third trip lang naman. Okay, so we do not need to go on further with this. So that's it. Ganun lang naman geometric decisions. Mag-example pa tayo ng isa. Let's say another example. So what is the probability of getting the first 6 on the fourth roll of a die? Okay? So, ano yung probability na makakuha tayo ng 6 doon sa pang-apat na pag-roll natin ng die? Kapag, ano ba yung probability natin na makakakuha tayo ng 6 kapag nag-roll tayo ng die? Diba? That is 1 over 6. Kasi isa lang naman ang 6 doon sa die natin, tsaka meron siyang 6 faces. So, that is 1 over 6. That's the probability of getting the first 6. And yung x natin dito will be, ilan ba yung tinutukoy niyang pag-roll? That is 4th roll. So, 4 yung x natin dito. Okay? So, using the formula, p is equal, ang x natin ay 4. Is a formula of, what is the probability getting of the first 6 on the 4th roll is, yung p natin is 1 over 6 multiplied to 1 minus 1 over 6 raised to 4 minus 1. Okay? So, pag kinompute ulit natin yan sa ating mga calculator class, the answer will be diretso nyo na. Basta na pag nag-compute kayo sa calculator, diretso nyo na. Huwag nyo nang isa-isahin pang computein to, then tsaka mo i-multiply. Pwede nyo i-diretso ito. So, ang magiging sagot natin dyan ay 0.096. Or, sa minultiply natin sa 100 yan, that is 9.6%. So, yan yung probability of getting the first 6 doon sa pang-apat na pag-roll natin ng die.